Hello and welcome to my thesis visual prototype. My name is Chris Somerville for Studio 2. I'll start with my thesis statement. Excessive exposure to social media platforms are detrimental to social development and can lead to antisocial behavior. To create awareness of this negative social impact, a conceptual installation will be created that will utilize live physical audience interaction with allegorical imagery. Some key points before we begin. Research has shown that social media platforms, such as Twitter, can lead to introverted and distorted views of reality. Excessive online social media users display and are exposed to obsessive behavior, virtual bullying, online prey predatory behaviors, and addiction, to name some examples. The virtual world makes it extremely easy for the user to separate themselves from their online behavior when they feel so separated from or protected from any repercussions of their behavior and decisions. This ego-driven behavior, as first coined by the psychological pioneer Carl Jung, is dangerous and leads to very self-oriented and socially destructive results. An ego-driven psyche, as claimed by researchers, will make decisions for their own personal gain and not consider the impact of their decisions on others. This interactive installation will illustrate the destructive nature of excessive social media use and the detrimental impact it has on social behavior. The interactive experience begins as the audience member walks in front of the installation. Their motion and silhouette will drive interaction to the projected graphics. Hundreds of small emoticons will fill the wall in an ever-moving, happy-feeling, bright-colored, glowing experience. Once a user enters the installation, they have entered the world of social media. The projected image will appear to cover an entire wall, and the scale will overwhelm the viewer. Initial approximate screen size will be 24 feet by 12 feet high. The physical space will encompass one large wall, and a high-definition projector will project onto a prepared surface with a traditional frame composed of modern materials. Motion and silhouette detectors of audience members via the Windows Connect 3D camera will trigger a color change in the emoticons enveloped by the silhouette, creating a digital shadow of the viewer. Shortly after the digital silhouette appears, random tweets will appear. Technically, images and motion design will be driven by Adobe Flash and ActionScript 3. Processing language will also be used in conjunction with motion detection and event handling. Twitter API will be accessed live from AS3 events. Tweets will be drawn from a Twitter subject word search and a locale parameter from Twitter API. The tweet will appear randomly on the screen, but outside of the silhouette only. Their motion will be random, and subtle decorative loopable motion design will appear around their frame. The longer the audience member lingers, the more tweets appear. Tweets will have a kill function to maintain a manageable limit on screen. Tweets will appear via specific subject word searches tied to the title of the piece as well. Audience may also be unsettled by seeing tweets they recognize because of the locale parameter. If more than one person appears in front of the screen, a corresponding silhouette will appear. The manageable number of viewers will be predetermined. The Kinect's camera works by proximity, so the nearest viewers will be interactive. The audience will learn the limits of the camera or camera's detection by experimental interaction and will conclude that they must wait their turn. The emoticons within the silhouette shape will change or evolve the longer the viewers remain. Emoticons will appear throughout. If they exist within the shadow, their behavior and appearance will change over time. The viewer's shadow will be filled with darker, more negative emoticons. The positive emoticons may have the laughing face of Buddha. The negative emoticons may have the darker expressions of Buddha. The symbolic illustrations of Buddha as an emoticon will support the social, spiritual balance of our traditional physical interaction and modern digital social interaction via social media. They also serve as a visual symbolic juxtaposition of traditional spiritualism, social behavior, and digital communication via the emoticon. A balance, I argue, is key to healthy social development. The longer the viewer stays, the more tweets appear, the darker their silhouette becomes. This will quickly lead to their silhouette fading away and ending the interactive experience. Interaction will not occur until the viewer moves away from the installation. If the viewer returns for another experience, they may note that the closer they move toward a second participant, the more their silhouette will evoke back to the more positive state. They then may notice that if they face each other, shake hands, or even hug, they may initiate a second response to the graphic wall. This represents or symbolically demonstrates a socially more gratifying experience from physical contact than from digital contact via social media. The detection of a physical interaction between two viewers will initiate the reveal of a happy or uplifting and cheerful environment. Silhouettes symbolically reflect the social behavior of the viewer. As interacting silhouettes connect, cross, and touch, this creates positive results. If silhouettes are isolated as humans can be socially in a digital world, this will create negative results, thus demonstrating human-to-digital relationships versus human-to-human. The end. Thank you.